All right, we're going to start out here. This is the front of the Zinger 280RK, and we will start out with a tongue. One of the really nice features, and I really demanded when we decided we were going to buy a camper, was to get a power package so you didn't have to crank a lot. So this has a power tongue, and this is the control there, up or down, and the second button is a light. You can see the light go on and off there. 2 chains. This is the part that hooks up your vehicle for brake lights and running lights and stuff. Yeah, so the power jack, it runs off batteries, the 2 batteries that are included here, and I'll get to those here in a second. So the next thing right behind the power tongue is the LP tanks. 2 of them, 2 20-gallon, I believe, LP tanks. They both have gauges on them so you can see how much is left in them. I added those are aftermarket, but it's just an easy little add. And this little door goes open and close there. Here are the 2 batteries. They are original. When we were storing the camper for the winter, they were removed and housed here at my house. I kept them hooked up to a trickle charger that was specifically for marine batteries. So they're still in great shape. There's the button to turn the batteries on or off. Right now it's on. Like if you happen to store it just in between camping trips, you want to turn it to power off. And these are for the weight, hitch. One on each side. So that's pretty much it for the front of the camper. We will move around, and you see all these accessories here, which will be included. There's another video that will talk about that. So pass through, very large, store lots of stuff in there. I installed these 2 racks to store the fishing poles, so they were out of the way, so they didn't get crushed by all this other stuff. But it's very large, and we were able to store pretty much all of this stuff that I'm showing now in there. So one of the features I'd like to point out is these side lights here. I replaced those with the ones that have cameras. And that's a feature I'll talk about in the other video. But they have cameras that work while you're pulling, so while you're driving, you can see either side of the camper. There's one on the other side, which we'll show later. That is a bedroom window there. The awning does come out quite a bit more than it is now, but unfortunately I can't get it all the way out because it'll hit the gutters of the house. So as we move along, of course, there's the steps up. What's really great about these steps is they sit on the ground. They don't just dangle from the underside of the camper. So when you're ready to go, you flip them up and they sit in there and put them away. But they're really nice because of this feature that they're on the ground. That's where all the weight is. Handle, pull yourself in when you're old like me. This is a combination bottle opener, and you can also wrap your dog leash around it. The door, screen door, and then main door. I replaced the factory door lock with one that you can use a key or you can punch in a code. It also has a Bluetooth app. I will include the original factory lock, but it just takes, I believe, 4 AAA batteries. And it's not the standard key that all the dealers have, so I felt a little more secure with that too. Stickers, it has 3-year warranty, which I believe expires in 2025, since we bought it in 2022. It has a solar panel on the top, which I will show in another video. This is just certification from the RV Association and the state of Nebraska. Extreme weather package that, if you watch the interior video, that's when I talk about the having both a heat and a air conditioner, so you can pretty much camp year round. Those are the outdoor speakers. There's one there and one over there. They require a unit to be hooked up, which I don't have because I replaced it. This is the location where you fill your freshwater tank. It's not the city water hookup. This is just to fill the tank. So, and as you can see there, it's just potable water only. Now, right below wheels, right below here, there is a handle, and when you pull that, that evacuates the freshwater tank. That's not a hookup for gray or black water. That's just a freshwater tank. So there's that. Once again, the other outdoor speaker. We have some outdoor power outlets, and this little deal here, which I added as strain relief. So you're plugging something in and the cord's hanging down, and could be a lot of weight on that. So I put this on here so you can tie the cord up with some strain relief. This is a cable hookup if you have a satellite dish. You want to hook it up out here. Outdoor kitchen, which is really, we used a lot. This nice little dorm-like fridge. Actually, is where we put most of our soda when we would travel. And I added this little hook thing to it just to keep it shut when we're traveling. Outdoor stove, gas powered, 2 burner, powered by gas. There's a hose, right, you can see right here, that you hook up underneath. It dangles out, and you hook it up right there where that blue connection is. There is a valve on that connection, so once you plug it in, you have to turn the gas on at the valve. Of course, assuming you have turned the gas on up front at that point. So, awning, another strain relief in case I had some lights plugged in that I was draping along the awning. And I forgot to point this out when we were up front, but this also has power stabilizers. These stabilizers right there, you can see right there, power, extend, retract. So that's really very nice. Very nice. Back saver. Back and arm saver. All right, we're going to move around the back here. So there's a bumper here. It is hollow, and that is where the sewer hose is stored. It's in there right now. I chose not to pull it out and lay it down with the rest of the stuff. This is the hot water heater. And in the indoor video, I showed underneath the stove where you turn it on and connect it. So this is just where it sits. It's got to be facing outside. If the hot water heater's been running for quite a while, this can get very warm. And there is a port for venting. Can be hot. There is also a vent there. I believe that's probably for the above the stove. And then we have the camera. This is a backup camera. This is a really good one. And it comes with the 2 side cameras that I showed earlier and the monitor which sits inside the vehicle to keep an eye on things. Spare tire. You probably won't get this spare tire cover. You probably don't want it either, but that's all right. So what we have down here is another hookup for cable television, if you're at a campsite that offers that. You see the power cable running here. We have this plugged into the house right now. So this is a 30 amp camper. So this cable is rated for 30 amps, or actually it's rated for 50 amps, but it's a 30 amp camper. And we have it plugged into our house. Unfortunately, the outlet it's plugged into does not support 30 amps. It only supports 20 amps. But the only thing you need 30 amps for is the air conditioner or the furnace, which we're not running. So you can see the power stabilizers again. These blocks will come with the camper. I custom made these. And under here, this is the gray water drain. This camper has 2 gray water tanks. This is the drain. This services just the kitchen. So there's that. And then I'm gonna come back out here. The slide out. Not much to say about that. I do have 2 supports that I've used. They're little jacks, and I would put them right here on each side of the slide out to support it. Otherwise, there's a lot of weight, especially when you got a couple people sitting in the dining room or on the sofa. We'll pull out here. What we have right here, this is the city water connection. You can see it's been winterized. But if you have a campsite that has a water hookup, this is where you put it. You hook it up here. This little puppy here is you hook up when you're dumping, and it sprays water into the black tank to help wash it out. So it's got a little spigot in there inside the black tank that rotates and washes the black tank. Speaking of the black tank, now we go back down underneath here. You can see this drain has 2 handles, gray and black. This is where you drain the gray dirty water from the bathroom sink or shower, and then the black tank is, of course, the toilet. That's the only thing that drains into the black tank is the toilet. So there's that. This is the outdoor shower. I don't know if we ever use this, maybe to wash the dog's paws off, but hot water, cold water, and a little spigot. So it does have that. And then we're going to move over here. There's the other window for the bedroom. And we're getting back toward the front. The pass-through again. We have this unit here. As I said earlier, there is a solar panel on top of the camper on the roof. And this is kind of the control panel. You don't have to do anything with it unless you really need to adjust things, which you don't. It'll show you that it's working. And it also has a Bluetooth app that you can connect with your smartphone if you feel that need to do that. So as you can see, lots of room here. And then I'll show you this, and here's that other camera on this side. So 3 cameras, 1 on each side in the front and the backup camera in the back. And so there we have it. That is the outdoor tour of the Crossroads Zinger 280RK.